Hey everyone, I'm Elizabeth, owner of Perfect Moments Event Planning here in La. I barely got through my introduction when Jessica burst into my office, her decorator's clipboard clutched to her chest. You won't believe this, she gushed, practically vibrating with excitement. The Kardashians want to book us for their Christmas party. We're officially in the big leagues now. I was still processing this bombshell when Steven, my boyfriend and go-to caterer, walked in with his signature grin. "Babe," he said, his voice oozing confidence. "Ellen DeGeneres' team just called. They want us for her anniversary party." Perfect timing. I beamed, pulling up the design board for my upcoming 30th birthday gala. The magazine feature will showcase both events. 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and it was finally all paying off. But my celebration was short-lived. My mother's voice, sharp as ever, cut through the air like a knife. "Elizabeth." Margaret, my ever-critical mother, strode into my office with my brother Andrew in tow, his smug smile already stealing my moment. "Tell her your news, Andrew." Mom's eyes sparkled with pride. Andrew crossed his arms, leaning casually against my desk. "I just landed the Thompson wedding, biggest budget of the year." He shot a condescending look at my vision board. "Ashley's company is handling all the decor." Jessica rolled her eyes. "You mean your girlfriend's company that keeps undercutting our bids?" Andrew shrugged nonchalantly, eyes drifting to my Kardashian contract. "Can't help being the better choice," he said, the challenge in his voice clear. Before I could respond, my assistant, Mrs. Martinez, poked her head in. "Vogue is on line 1 about your birthday gala feature, Elizabeth." Mom barely glanced at the phone, her attention locked on Andrew. "Remember when he announced his college acceptance at your graduation party?" she said, her tone dripping with nostalgia. "Or his promotion at my college graduation?" "Yeah, Mom," I muttered, bitterness creeping in. "I remember." Steven stepped forward, his protective hand on my shoulder. "The birthday gala is a big deal for us," he said firmly. "We're announcing our expansion, with all our major clients attending." "Actually," Andrew interrupted, flashing a too-wide grin, "I have some pretty big news to share that weekend too." My stomach dropped. It was the same feeling I got when he announced his scholarship at my Sweet 16, his new job at my housewarming, his promotion at my business launch. "Oh honey," Mom said with that familiar edge in her voice, "your brother's moment shouldn't have to wait just because of a party, right?" I forced a smile, looking at my vision boards, client contracts, magazine mock-ups, everything I built over 5 years. "When has anything ever been just about me?" I whispered, catching Jessica and Steven's concerned glances. But this time, it was different. I had too much at stake, and as I watched Andrew scroll through my client list with far too much interest, a cold realization hit me. This wasn't just about stealing my spotlight. He was planning something bigger. The family brunch felt like a trap from the moment we sat down. Before Mom even finished pouring the mimosas, Andrew stood up, pulling Ashley with him. "We have amazing news," he announced, his grin almost feral. "We're engaged, and we're having the party of the century 2 weeks from Saturday." Mom's champagne glass nearly shattered in her excitement. I felt the blood drain from my face. That's my birthday gala. The magazine feature, the business anniversary." "Oh, sweetheart," Mom waved her hand dismissively. "You can do that another time. Your brother is getting married. And Ashley's company is handling everything," Andrew added smugly. "They're even giving us the celebrity package normally reserved for A-listers." My phone buzzed. A text from Jessica. "The Kardashians just canceled." Something about hearing we're unreliable. Andrew leaned in closer, his voice dripping with Fox concern. "Since you're not using that weekend anymore, maybe you could help plan my engagement party, for free, of course. Family discount." Another buzz from Steven. 3 more vendors backed out. "Someone's telling them we're going bankrupt." "I can't cancel my event," I said through gritted teeth. "We have contracts, commitments. About that property we promised for your expansion." Dad spoke up, finally breaking his silence. "We've been thinking of selling it. Andrew and Ashley found a great developer." My phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Celebrity clients canceling, vendors pulling out. 5 years of reputation crumbling in real time. "Your brother needs our support right now," Mom said, her voice steely. "Don't be selfish." That night, as I sat alone in my office, Ashley slipped in, her expression nervous. "You need to know something," she whispered. "Andrew's been meeting with my boss. They're targeting your client list. The engagement party is just a front to get them all in one room. Why are you telling me this? I asked, stunned. Because I saw their plan. They're not just trying to steal your clients, they want to destroy you. Andrew's been spreading rumors, sabotaging your vendor relationships. He can't stand that you're more successful than him. Just then, Stephen burst in, his face pale. Babe, you need to see this. Andrew's been reaching out to every one of our high-profile clients, offering them deals through Ashley's company if they drop us. I sank into my chair, surrounded by 5 years of work, watching it all start to unravel because my brother couldn't stand to see me shine. Elizabeth. My mother's voice cut through my thoughts as she appeared in the doorway. The caterer for Andrew's engagement party just canceled. You'll handle it, right? Family has to come first. I looked up at her, really looked at her, the mother who had enabled every moment Andrew stole. The woman who was helping him steal this one too. You're right, Mom, I said, forcing a smile as an idea began to form. Family does come first. I'll make sure Andrew gets exactly the party he deserves. My phone buzzed with a message from Jessica. Andrew's sneaking into our office at midnight. He's photographing our design boards, copying client files. The attached video played on my screen, confirming my worst fears. Jessica texted again. Found something worse. He's showing your designs to clients, claiming they're his work. Before I could process this betrayal, the emergency exit door burst open, and Ashley stumbled in, mascara streaked down her face. Andrew just tried to crash the Wilson wedding setup, she gasped. He told them you stole his concept. My phone rang, the magazine editor on the other end sounding uneasy. Someone offered us a substantial sum to kill your feature, claimed you're unstable and unreliable. The call came from your family's number. Stephen rushed in, panic etched across his face. The vendors are talking. Andrew's done this before, started rumors, stole designs, destroyed reputations. He's not just jealous, Elizabeth. He's trying to ruin you. Ashley's hands trembled as she pulled out her phone. Look at these emails. He's been plotting this for months. The engagement party. It's a setup to humiliate you in front of everyone. Mom and Andrew walked in just then, their smiles too bright. Just met with the Stevenson wedding party, Andrew said with a smug grin. Funny how they canceled with you right after. Must be those mental health rumors going around. My vision blurred. 5 years of building my business, my reputation, my dreams, all being destroyed by my own brother. Did you really think you could outshine me? Andrew sneered, leaning in close. I'm the successful one, the star. You're just the crazy sister who can't handle my happiness. Mom nodded, her voice dripping with false concern. Sweetie, maybe you should take a break. Get some help. Let Andrew handle your clients for now. My phone buzzed again. The celebrity wedding planner I'd admired for years. Heard disturbing things about your business practices. We need to discuss your industry reputation. I glanced at Ashley, who slipped me a USB drive. Everything's here. The stolen designs, the sabotage plans, the smear campaign. He thought I was his puppet, she whispered. The final text from Jessica flashed on my screen. Security cameras caught him trying to break into our system again. We've got him on video. I stood up, something inside me snapping after years of letting Andrew steal my light. Not anymore. You want a show, Andrew. You want the spotlight. I said, my voice cold as steel. Your engagement party is going to be unforgettable. I promise you that. Mom started her usual defense, but I was already walking away, letting them think they'd won, letting them think they'd broken me. The ballroom glittered just as Andrew had envisioned, every detail perfect for his big moment. I watched from the corner, seeing him work the room, charming my former clients, completely unaware of what was about to unfold. Everything's ready, Jessica whispered, adjusting the presentation screen. Security's in position in case he tries anything. Stephen squeezed my hand. The magazine team's here, and look who else showed up. Every major player in LA's event industry. I nodded to Ashley across the room. She took a deep breath, gripping the microphone. Everyone, if I could have your attention before Andrew makes his speech, I have something to share. The screen flickered to life, showing security footage of Andrew sneaking into my office, stealing designs, and copying client files. Gasps rippled through the crowd. That's my concept board, the Kardashian planner shouted. He told me it was his original design. More evidence flashed on the screen, emails of his sabotage, client poaching, and a list of my vendors he'd stolen. Andrew lunged for the podium, but Ashley stepped back, her voice steady. I'm not done. Here's how Andrew planned to destroy his sister's business. And yes, I have proof of everything. Mom tried to grab the microphone. My son would never. Actually, Mrs. Martinez, the magazine editor, interrupted, stepping forward. We have recorded calls of you helping him spread rumors about Elizabeth's mental health. The room erupted. Former clients confronted Andrew, industry leaders pulled out their phones, documenting everything. You're finished in this industry, the head of the Event Planners Association declared. Every legitimate company will know what you did. Andrew turned to Ashley, desperation replacing his smirk. Baby, we can explain. Explain this, she snapped, projecting their private messages where he bragged about ruining my life. We're done. I stepped forward, watching as Andrew's world crumbled. The engagement party's over, I announced to the stunned crowd. But my birthday celebration, that's just getting started. Security moved in, escorting Andrew out as he screamed about family loyalty. Mom trailed behind him, still trying to defend him. But I didn't care anymore. The weight of their betrayal lifted from my shoulders. The magazine editor turned to me with a raised champagne glass. To Elizabeth Martinez, whose exclusive story just got much more interesting. How does a national feature sound? 3 months later, I stood in my expanded office, gazing at the latest Vogue cover story. Perfect Moments, how Eve's top event planner turned betrayal into an empire. Maya burst in, waving her tablet with excitement. 2 more celebrity bookings, and guess who's planning the Oscars after party? Your brother's company just filed for bankruptcy, Stephen added, wrapping an arm around my waist. And Ashley. She's running her own successful business now, the right way. I smiled, glancing at the framed photo of my new team. This was my real family, loyal, supportive, and free of the toxic manipulation I had once mistaken for love. No more stolen moments. No more giving in. No more toxic family-first nonsense. My phone buzzed. It was Mom sending her weekly attempt to fix things. I deleted the message without a second thought. Another text followed. An industry blacklist notification. Andrew couldn't even get a job planning kindergarten parties. Perfect moments aren't given. They are created. And this one, it was absolutely perfect. If your sibling was sabotaging your career, what would you do? Would you expose them publicly like I did, or try to handle things privately to preserve family peace? And here's an even tougher question. Was I too harsh in completely cutting off my mother, who enabled Andrew's toxic behavior for years? Should enablers be given a chance to make amends, or is going no contact sometimes the only way to protect your peace and success? If you've dealt with toxic siblings or enabling parents, hit subscribe for more stories about standing up to family manipulation and choosing your own happiness. Sometimes the hardest battles are fought against the people who should be supporting you the most. Drop your thoughts below.